Hello everybody! In this video you will learn all the ways to gain honor in Red Dead Redemption 2. There are tons of ways to do so. Plus you can get based on your honor, special interactions and discussions inside side quest and main storyline. Without speaking that it influences your endings as well. Another advantage by getting high honor is for the huge discounts up to 50% from anything you can buy. That in particular can make the difference when you buy the best horses in the stable. To finish it takes a lot of time and effort to reach the maximum honor, and the biggest part of activities you have to do after a while becoming boring. Therefore it is better to know them all in order to choose one that fits your playstyle and situation in order to get the maximum level as fast as you can. So let's begin with the list. Back to the topic, the first way you can get some honor is already at the beginning of the chapter 2 in your own camp. Here you can find several side activities you can spot thanks to a black dot in the minimap. So explore your own camp to find them all and repeat the process each time your camp moves. This because based on the location your activities can change. Anyway, the most common are feed horses, that consist in moving some straw from a specific wagon to the horse location. Usually you can repeat this activity up to 3 times in a row. Next we have the food resupply activity that requires you to move some supply sacks from a wagon towards the person's cooking station. There is also one that requires to move a water bucket to fill the water in the container used to wash the dishes. And to finish, you also can cut some woods for the campfire. For an extra, if you will donate any animal carcass or value item to person, it will give you a good amount of points as well. So if you are going to hunt, don't forget to get also a few carcasses and load them on your horse for your camp. Anyway, each of these activities requires a little time to complete, and after a while they become boring to repeat. Therefore, once you are done with these activities, let's move to the next way to raise your honor. In fact, once you moved out the first time from your camp in chapter 2, you have to pay attention to who you will encounter, because some of them need your help. Obviously, the biggest part of them can be ignored and done later. Keep attention, because in some cases if you ignore them you will lose honor, but if you intervene you will gain it. Mainly these are the situations when, like, a woman is tied on the back of a man's horse, or when a gang kills someone innocent people. In these cases it is better to help in order to get the honor you deserve, because otherwise you will lose it. But if you want to be fully immersed in the game, my advice is to do them all, so you will raise your honor by just traveling around. Plus, sometimes you will get important information from these folks, like treasures map, location of the best house to rob, and much more. If after this action and emotions you get from the exploration, you want just to sit down and chill, you can just start fishing. In fact, one of the main questline in chapter 2 requires you to learn fishing, so first time you will do so, you will unlock this activity. But most importantly, if you don't keep the fish but throw it back in the water, you will get a good honor reward for your good action. But not all people like fishing, so a good alternative to this is to make money by finding some treasures hidden all over the world. For which you can use the Make Money playlist linked in the description if you need some help in solving and finding treasures map. But once you get enough money you can convert it in honor. To do so you can donate to random homeless encounters you can find in the cities and sometimes just on a road. In fact, if you hear someone begging, get him a little to feel better, so Arthur will feel more honorable as well. Speaking about donations, if you don't want to search for homeless people to help, but want to speed up this process, you can do so by going in your own camp and using the donation box that will allow you to donate to the camp some of your own items or cash. For this method there is a little extra tip. To make honor you need to donate at least $1 each time. Also, more you will donate in the same donation, the more honor you will gain. But the honor increase has a cap at $21, after which the amount of honor points you will receive are the same. This means you need to donate $21 each time to maximize the honor gain from this method. Personally, I think that this method of making honor is the most efficient but also the most boring and pointless after you unlocked all the upgrades in the account. In fact, there is another method, most easier, faster and less annoying to gain honor, that consists in greeting people. In fact, by focusing on any NPC, you will be allowed to use the interaction called greet. By doing this action, on average for each 3 different people you greet, it will increase your honor by 1 point. The disadvantage is this method is that there is only one place in the whole map that will allow you to exploit this way to the point that you can get to the max honor from the neutral in less than 30 minutes. I obviously speak about San Denis City, which is the biggest and the more dense city in the game, located southeast in the map. Here you will find an absurd abundance of people, where you can just run on your horse and spam the focus and greet button while you just travel all the way around the city. But in case you are bored to run around on your horse and it is daytime in the game, just go to the market located near the entrance to the fence vendor, where you will find so many people contained in the same place that it seems to be like a disco. Anyway, doing this activity will seems that in reality the honor didn't increase, this because it is structured in levels, 3 above the neutral and 3 below. Therefore, after like 30 times you will gain a honor point, you will gain a level. So to get to the maximum level is slightly hard and requires some patience and time. But considering the discounts, extra interaction and good endings, it is worth the time and resources to get to the max level.